Welcome everybody and thanks for joining me today. My name is Graham Wilson and I form part of the team here at Macnaught for the product development and management of the Flow Meter series. Recently you would have received a bulletin from us which would have introduced you to the new pulsar options that we've just recently developed for you. Now these options have been developed to enable you, our partners, to appeal to a broader range of industrial applications spanning both fixed and mobile plant. And as good as bulletins are, they don't really go into the technical depth or into any technical depth. So I thought we'd produce this small presentation just to take you a little bit deeper so that you get a bit of understanding as to exactly what we're offering and how they are married to the standard or to the current MX series of flow meters. So during this presentation we'll go through both the options that we've just developed, and that is the DIN compact pulsar module and the industrial meter cap. We'll then have a look at the new MX Flow Meter series, which is actually not a new series at all. It's just a new part numbering convention that we've introduced in order to support the pulsar options as above. And we call these the blind Flow Meter series purely because they do not have an output or a display included. And last but not least is how we combine the two, the new Flow Meter series part numbering and the pulsar options that we're about to cover. So first off the rank is the DIN compact pulsar module. This pulsar module provides increased flexibility for the end user in regards to installation and commissioning. Now of course we incorporate the standard M-LOK quarter turn mounting system. This sensor has two sensor configurations, or this module has two sensor configurations. The first being the read Hall effect, and the second being a dual Hall option. We've also included a lock in place facility. Now this is where we can remove the screw that's currently in the cap. You'll just see there's a little locking icon just above it, and replace it with a longer screw which effectively fixes it to the cam on the meter, therefore ensuring against unauthorized removal, etc. Okay, the most obvious feature of course is the new DIN 5 position plug and socket arrangement here. Now this is very familiar or very recognized throughout our industry, so your customers should be very familiar with the installation of this type of cabling arrangement. And we have a choice of cable or field connections available as well. The second development is what we call the industrial pulse cap. This cap is designed for those customers who wish to route their signal cables via a cable gland or through armored conduit, for instance on service trucks, which is expected to experience some heavy duty. The armored conduit is a very robust way to install your cabling. So first it's machined from billet, which of course means that it's very strong. It's IP67. And unlike the DIN compact pulsar, it is fixed to the meter body. This is not a quarter turn M-LOK style fitting. Again, there are two sensor configurations, the read and Hall effect and the dual Hall effect. And we have two cable gland options, which is the 1/2 inch NPT and M20. Okay, so we've got the two new options. Now we need to look at exactly how we're to marry them up to the MX Flow Meter series, and this is where we've introduced a new series called the Blind Flow Meter series. Now this concept is designed to facilitate the combination of the new pulsar options and the MX Flow Meter series, and basically it is a new series of MX part numbers without an output assigned. So there is no output option to it, as in today's standard smart part numbering system. So the part numbering convention follows that of the standard or the current MX series structure, excepting it has a suffix X. So for example, you'd be familiar with this type of part numbering string, which is MX25F-1SX. Now you would have seen the A, B, C, D, etc., which of course assigns a pulsar output or a display. Well, the X stands for no output included whatsoever. This series also is represented in each of the industry categories, as is the MX, which is the fuel and oil, industrial and solvent, and of course all the standard options, as in the threaded or flanged process connections and high viscosity rotors, are supported. So putting them together, this is how it looks. With the blind meter, we can then assign a standard output option or pulse cap. for example, the industrial pulse cap or the DIN compact pulsar. And of course, if applicable, we can also ask for, or we can also add on another item, which is the cable connection or field connector. So that's basically the structure there. Now, when ordering, we need to consider that each of these components are to be stated as separate items. So let's go through an example of this. So the first item is, of course, your blind meter. And again, here's the example MX25F-1SX. Your next item will be a pulse option, which in this example is the industrial pulse cap. And there's a part number for you, an MXD-ACM-1, or the DIN compact pulsar module, which is an MXD-HH. And of course, if you have the module, then the next item, which again is a separate item, item 3, is the standard connection cable. However, as you know, most of your customers will be very familiar with this type of cabling, and of course they'd be able to access it via their local supplier if they wish. So that's purely optional. So hopefully that's given you a little bit more of a in-depth view into the pulsar module options that we've just launched. But of course, if you need any more information or any more help, please do not hesitate to contact us here at Macnaught or your local Macnaught representative. I'm going to leave you there. Good luck with the new product, and thanks for joining me today. Goodbye.